What's up, YouTube? This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Dalway, aka David Chu. Coming to you real quick. I want to talk about Reformed Theology again. This is going to be my third video in my video series on the acronym TULIP, which in Reformed Theology or Calvinism stands for Total Depravity, Unconditional Election, Limited Atonement, Irresistible Grace, and Perseverance of the Saints. So I'm going to focus on the L of TULIP, which is limited atonement. And basically, this one is also a topic of much contention within Christian circles because it has to do with whom did Christ die for on the cross? Was it for all people in all places and all times? Or was it specifically for a specific people for a specific purpose? And the thing is, most evangelicals will tell you that Christ died for every single individual on the earth. And yeah, they'll say that Christ died for every single individual on the earth. Whereas Calvinists say that Christ died only for the elect. And the thing is, this is why I have such a problem with Christians who say that Christ died for every single person on the earth. Because if he died for every single person on the earth, then there's only two implications of that. Either Christ's atonement, either Christ's death didn't secure the salvation of anyone, either Christ's death didn't secure the salvation of anyone, or Christ's death secured salvation for everyone. And this is why I say that, because if Christ's death is sufficient for salvation, and he died for every single person on the earth, then that means every single person on the earth would be saved. But we know for a fact that the Bible doesn't teach that every single person on earth will be saved. As a matter of fact, the Bible teaches the exact opposite. It teaches that most people will be condemned. Most people will go down the broad road of destruction, whereas only a few people will actually go down the narrow road of salvation. So we know for a fact that the Bible does not teach universalism. Not every single person will be saved. So if not every single person will be saved, yet Christ died for all people, then that means Christ's death didn't actually secure the death of anyone, or secure the salvation of anyone. And if Christ's death didn't secure the salvation of anyone, then that means we still have to work for our salvation, and that means no one is truly saved, because no one can be saved by works. So it either cheapens or lessens the power of the cross, it weakens the power of the cross, or it promotes universalism. Both are false. So when a Calvinist says that no, Christ's death was only for the elect, we're saying that Christ's death, number one, is sufficient for salvation. We are saved by grace alone, through faith in Jesus Christ. And number two, we're saying that Christ's death was powerful enough to actually and really save people. That's what we're saying. That people are truly saved through the death of Jesus Christ. People are truly saved. We're preaching a gospel that truly saves people, not a gospel that says, "Oh well, Christ did this to make it possible for you to be saved, but now you have to come the other 50% and save yourselves." That's not the gospel. That's not the good news. The good news is that Christ's death and resurrection actually secures the salvation of real people. It actually has the power to save a condemned sinner and bring him into everlasting life. And we're saying that this atoning sacrifice is for a specific people. Now, we don't know all the people that are of the elect. All we know is that before the foundations of time, Christ died for his elect. I mean, we see that in Colossians. It's like when Christ is referred to as the Lamb who was slain before the foundations of the world. So, before the foundations of time, Christ was already predestined to be slain for his elect people. And God elected certain individuals unto salvation. And Christ even says so himself. I mean, you read in John chapter 10 when he says, I came to lay down my life for my sheep. My sheep hear my voice. And like that's what he says. He says it so clearly that he came to lay down his life for his sheep. And then he also says that he has other sheep that are not of this fold, meaning this fold of the Israelites that he was talking to. He says that he has other sheep that are not of this fold that he will also bring to himself. And then he turns and tells the Jews that he's talking to that didn't believe in him, he says, you do not believe in me because you are not my sheep. So if those Jews that didn't believe in him were not his sheep, then that means Christ didn't die for them, because he said he only died for his sheep. He only laid down his life for his sheep. And so I really don't understand why this is such a hot topic among many Christians. But it is. It really is a hot topic. And, I mean, the way I see it, if a professed Christian has a problem with this doctrine, they have a problem with God's Word. And that's a serious thing. But yeah, I mean, it's just the biblical truth. Like, limited atonement is good news, though. I find it to be extraordinary news that Christ died for his elect people. Anyway, so that's all I have to say for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. Alright, have a good day. God bless you. And stay awesome, Gotham. Deuces.